All right, Paula, so if you want to just take a relaxed stance for me there, just shake it all out, just be comfortable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to visually assess you, and then I'm going to touch to verify any findings that I see visually. I'm going to start with your feet. I can see right now that your right foot is angled slightly outwards. As I move up to your knees, your kneecaps seem to be slightly squinted, which means that they're pointing in. Moving to your hips, it looks like your right side is slightly higher than your left. Coming up to your shoulders here, it looks like your right side is slightly higher, or your left side, sorry, is slightly higher than your right. I'm going to go in and touch now, okay? Judging by the touch here, it seems like you have a little bit of mild flat foot. Your ankles seem to be fine. Moving up to your kneecaps here. So yes, they are a little angled inwards a little. I'm going to check your muscle mass here on your thighs. That's fine. That's fine. Moving up to your pelvis here, I'm just going to check the angle of your pelvis. So your right side is slightly higher than your left side is slightly higher than your right. Moving up to your rib cage here, I'm just going to check for smoothness. That's good. Into your shoulders here, your clavicle. So your left side is slightly higher than your right. Take a step back and just look at the alignment of your head. Your head does seem to be slightly shifted to the right. If you want to turn around and face the far wall there for me. So I'm just going to scan again. Move in and verify what I've seen. So it does look like you have a slight angle outwards in your heel here, which we call as eversion. Moving up to the back of your knee here, just going to check the angles of your knees. Fine. And if you could just tighten up your shorts for a minute, please. And your gluteal fold seems good. If you want to just lower this a little bit for me. Thank you. So again, I'm checking the level of your pelvis. So your left side does seem to be slightly higher than your right. Check the curvature of your spine for any abnormalities. So it seems like your spine curves slightly to the right. Judging by your scapulas here, they seem slightly protracted, which means that you have medial rotation of your shoulders. If you want to just turn to the left here, get a side view. Alright. Your thigh to your leg angle seems good. Just going to check the angle at which your pelvis sits. And that's fine there. If you can just relax your arms. So yes, your shoulders do seem to be slightly medially rotated, which is causing your scapula to be slightly protracted as well. If you go straight ahead for me, just lining up your ear to the center of your body, that's good. I'm just going to check your spine here again. So yes, it does seem slightly curved to the right. And if you could just turn to your last side here. Just check. So yeah, your right foot is definitely slightly angled outwards. And the angle of your thigh to your leg is fine. Check your pelvis angle here. And if you could lift your arm for me, please. Thank you. So your pelvis seems to be sitting fine, and just relax your arm again. So yes, your shoulders are slightly, are medially rotated, and your scapula is mildly protracted. I'm gonna check the curvature, or the ear to the medial line of your body. Good. I'm gonna check your spine one more time on this side. So yeah, it does seem to be curved. If you could turn and face me for one last thing, if you could just open up your palms for me there. Perfect. Thank you very much.